Okay. So, as we all know, the PS5 has come out today. And, hi David. You're always early to my streams, alright? But, I was planning to do the stream on Friday, however, I decided to move it a day earlier because there were just really important things I had to discuss. First of all. Now, I might have to change my video input device. Don't worry, it's the same device, it's just, Elgato has a proprietary driver. Which, okay, I need to change the color space, and, excuse me, while I make those changes. Like 7094, configure the video next. Okay, so we will change our input device to the switch. HDMI expanded 1080. Oh, congratulations on being Cold Steel 4. Right, so I'm also starting to make stuff like anime memes and stuff. Like, it is pretty cool and stuff, but the thing is, alright, we're ready for prime time. Okay. But first, you have to save an Animal Crossing. Which is very important because even though this game has an all-save feature, it all saves at intervals. So, for example, let's say there's really long loading times or something. You could technically quit the game, but, okay, so the colors are a little bit off here. So... Okay, so... yes, this is going to be one of these other Mario Kart 8 streams. So... usually when I play Mario Kart 8, it's usually, now we're going to do something different today. We're not going to be racing against other CPU players, but we're going to be doing battle mode. Oh yeah, and previously I've played as Waluigi. He first appeared in Mario Golf in 2000, and you can actually tell that he's pretty interesting. There's even Warrior as well, but I'll play as Waluigi today. So I'll just use a standard motorcycle with another tire, a Cyber Slick tire, and there's Balloon Battle, Renegade Roundup, which is like capture a flag, or Bob-omb Blast, Coin Runners, collect the most coins, and even Shine Thief. Shine Thief has a limit of 5 minutes, but we'll do a random battle, and since I suck at battle mode, I'll just tone down the difficulty. So we're gonna do 5 rounds, random, and we're gonna have to discuss the PS5. As you know, people are waiting outside for the PS5's launch, and on paper, they think you think the PS5 is better than the PS4. Well, but that's only if you're really technical or something. And people just hit me, so it's just a remix version of the Wii Sports Resort theme. Oh. I heard that in, unlike in Mario Kart Wii, I just blew up Bowser. So you only have 3 minutes in this, that's the basketball part in Wii Sports Resort. There are the Piantas. But, oh, wow. Okay, so what I have to say is that the PS5 is extremely overhyped. Now, Golden Ball is kind of... Okay, so it's unlikely that I will win in battle mode because okay, so now I'm spectating, which no, I'm not spectating. I just lost 2 points. So, the problem is that is that the PS5, yeah, Sony still is piece dumb. Now, I've discussed Naomi Osaka, that famous tennis player who beat Serena Williams, I guess last year. Yeah, these things get very intense, but Naomi Osaka has publicly supported Black Lives Matter, and she did not withdraw her support from it. Because we all know it's a terrorist organization, right? I mean, there's... And not just that, but the biggest problem, well, we have to... Careful thinking, actually. I heard Link is doing really well. But I've heard that in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe they have Breath of the Wild Link. But yup, I didn't do too well because I'm not really good at these battle type stuff. And she is also responsible for a Japanese pianist getting attacked by terrorists in New York City. And also, those 2 police officers that were shot in Louisville a few months ago. So we're playing Shine Thief. So basically you have to steal the Shine Spray from out of quiet and try to keep it for as long as possible. Also, a lot of sound effects have been recycled. Like, for example, the sound when you collect the shine has been recycled. Now, you have to make sure, like, to just get the shine spray, and you have to earn it by, you have to keep it for 20 whole time intervals. Half each start, so... There's just too much stuff going on. But, alright. This actually does require more focus, honestly. Also, the PS5 has this media remote. Oh, yup, I got the shine spray. I can actually... If we get near auto flyers, I'll just use it right away. I got a super rare. Oh! I didn't use it too. I used it quickly enough. Like. Wait. He didn't get hit? This does get more competitive. Yeah, the shine sprite, yeah. You have to keep it for, and your match can only last 5 minutes because after 5 minutes, the the match is called, and whoever has the chance to play for the longest will automatically win the game. Or get the most points, because your points depend on how long you hold the shine sprite. And this game is it's just difficult. Oh, let's see. Yup, I got the shine sprite. Now I need to keep it for 14 more time intervals. Gotta be careful of other players, because this is actually pretty hard. Okay, so we got shells galore. Oh, what? I know the deuce. I had it for the longest, but no, this is not Breath of the Wild one. Yeah, you have to steal it and keep it. This is called like shine sprite. Oh shit. Baby Peach. Yeah, you know the small characters are always so good at shine keeping the shine sprite. I'll play as a large character. Oh, wow. Now I gotta be careful here. And not just that, with the PS5, like their fan base in general. I mean, not the whole fan base, but a lot of people in their fan base. I almost won the match, of course. Drive Bowser usually has a shine for the longest. Or was I playing as Waluigi? So that was kind of dangerous. Well, she's like this friendly villager from New Horizon, from Animal Crossing, which, like, so I have to jump. No, that didn't work too well. I have not successfully used the cape feather in Mario Kart, unfortunately. You don't remember what the cape feather is? It's like an item that originated in Super Mario Kart, the first Mario Kart game. There's also a difference. Now, at the time, Nintendo removed the alcohol reference because Nintendo did not really understand the overseas markets at the time. Also, Nintendo always there's more mature content. Nintendo just censors it for certain regions because usually, because Peach and Bowser's victory animations in Super Mario Kart have people drinking alcohol. Now, let's see. But it's really intense. Like, I think so he gets. Oh wait, I won this one. Almost. I'm now in 3rd place, so made up for lost points and yeah, okay, so the next their fan base, unfortunately, the PS5 fan base, they just use any and every Xbox Xbox story that is negative to push their positive PlayStation narrative. Does that sound familiar to you? Like, there's other controversies on the PS5, such as not being able to store your PS5 games on an external disk. Like, for example, even if you did buy like a Samsung portable SSD, or even make your own portable SSD, which is actually not that hard, honestly. You cannot use the built-in NVMe slot on the PS5, which is pretty stupid, honestly. He even said that there is one, but you won't be able to use it, and the capacity is a joke. They're like, oh, but you only have like 600 gigs or something? 600 gigs, that's And now that AAA games that everyone is clamoring about, oh, you have to collect as many points as possible. This is the point of this game. I didn't really look. Like, I only have 2 points, but there's always this thing named called up and coming, which means that even though you okay, so oh wow, this whoever passed me, was it Link? Link is always so powerful. I mean, I heard in Breath of the Wild, you start playing the game as without a shirt, just some pants. And I also heard that in Mario Odyssey, there's another costume where you can wear in Mario Odyssey, you can wear a costume with Mario just wearing his boxing shorts. Now, I only got 1 point. Oh, let's see. Bowser. So he's King Koopa. So, the Miles Morales stuff and the Demon Souls remaster. Yeah, those games are really overhyped, but the thing is, they're developed by this branch known as PlayStation Studios, which is just a marketing term for Sony Interactive Entertainment development divisions. Like, when did they get the idea about the oh, I got a 6th place result. So, anyways, and there's also like other stuff on the PS5 that I'm not a fan of. Like, for example, 1440p monitors with high refresh rates are really popular in the industry right now because in the industry, oh, this is really battle. Try to get the most. Yeah, this is a very unpredictable battle mode thing because you also have to lay traps as well, which I didn't get any balloons. Now this is a timed match, so if you went out with balloons, you may or may not have a chance at like all of the easiest items to like now I heard in Bomb Blast they blast in now 1440p is supported on the Xbox Series X. However, on the PS5 it is not supported. I think Sony keeps making claims about stuff like you know what claims they keep making? They keep alright, so I lost points. So you just have to earn them back with a lot of time. It does not support 1440p monitors, unfortunately. Because they think they have to adhere to this 4K standard, Ultra HD standard that they've created. But many people have 4K monitors. Like, I don't see any reason to omit 1440p other than to A, comply with your company's strict policies on gaming. B, what B is? To just make more money. Now, this is not the first time you've seen Sony make money either. Remember, like, Fortnite and Epic Games? You wouldn't have to have 2 accounts at one point because again, Epic Games did rob Fortnite accounts of being able to sign into Nintendo Switch or Xbox One. Which brings me to another point. PS5 also has this media remote. And as I said yesterday, Disney Plus is one of the buttons on the remote, which I really, for the love of God, don't use that streaming service. They got Disney Plus at launch because apparently Disney's relationship with Sony and I keep missing the mark. Yeah. Disappointing performance. I'm still in 3rd place though, so anyways, this the Disney Plus service, no, I don't suggest you do it. Like, dodge the law. Yes, in this game it's going to like, this is like cops and robbers. You're the robber, and you have to collect as many points as possible. Stay away from the... You could get caught pretty easily, so... Oh, this boys. Now again, this is just for fun, and I really do not endorse anything. Basically, I'm trapped here. I'm also gonna get prepared since someone sets me free. But I think this match could be easily over in so I'm just waiting. Oh, only Baby Peach is surviving. Because your entire team could just lose if you're all caught. It's just not time. Well, this is time-based, but you could also end the match by getting caught by the... Oh, Baby Peach opened the cell. Cat Peach is really... Oh, there's the cell, but... I'll have to open the cell. Oh, there! Yep, cops and robbers. Oh crap. I'm in enemy territory. Boom! I unlocked the cell. Is there any prisoners here? No. Now, here's the thing. Unfortunately, in real life, in many places in the US, no such thing exists anymore because of the successful abolition of the police department in Minneapolis-Stan. I appropriately named it due to the overwhelming amount of Somali influence and third world conditions in the city. No joke. So I did get thrown into jail. However, you only have... I'm waiting for Dry Valve. Oh, he got free. Now I have to be careful not to... I evaded the wall. Like, so I have to be careful about the... Oh, what? I thought last team member gets... Just have to wait. Yo, Lang, what's up with you? We in jail. Oh, we still won. Since I sprung 4 teammates. So that brought me in 2nd place. Yeah, it was pretty fun, but unfortunately I have not covered everything I want to. Now, I heard in the original Mario Kart 8, you just used the Wii U gamepad to move the trophy, but you can move it with the left stick too, so... Okay, so... Now there's also going to be some controversy on the other side too, like... So we're just gonna do some... there's something interesting I'd like to tell you about in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Actually, Mario Kart 8, but let's see. I'm gonna play as the Koopa Troopa. That's basically the generic enemy character in Mario that has a shell. But I think the one that looks good on him would be this, and you have an Animal Crossing paper glider. Also get a gold glider, but... Okay, so... we'll do the same rules. But we're going to do 6 races, because... okay, so... the Xbox Series X and S, there was this controversy where someone ordered an Xbox Series X but got an Xbox One X. Now, to be fair, sometimes retailers make mistakes in their orders. It can't be avoided. But the fact that PlayStation fanboys have used such stories to their advantage, as well as the one that causes smoke, which is actually confirmed to be fake news by Microsoft. So literally PlayStation fanboys are using the exact same tactics that Democrats and other leftists are employing. Which really sickens me, honestly. And despite these controversies, at least Crunchyroll was able to release their streaming app on Xbox Series S and X at launch day, which is really pro-consumer, because even the Xbox Series S and X has their own like SSD expansion slots, and you can even use your own SSDs as well. There's no internal expansion, unfortunately, but yeah, it's the exact same thing what leftists did to Donald Trump when he got tested positive for COVID last month. Which, that being said, too many people in my generation are Marxists. I mean, at least in South Jersey. I mean, now, if you live in rural Texas or something, it might be different. But you live in New Jersey, which is a predominantly Democrat state, but predominantly, and sandwiched between 2 Democrat cities. One is Philadelphia, and the other is New York City. You're bound to have problems. So, and I'm not sure how Nintendo will handle the next gen consoles, honestly, because now when we talk about graphics, Nintendo is 2 generations behind, but somehow it's understandable because the Nintendo Switch is supposed to be a portable system, and it came out in 2017. Much of the development was done in 2015 and 2016, with the official reveal being on October 20th, 2016, if I remember correctly. But I'm not sure if a Switch Pro is coming. Now, the biggest moneymaker for Nintendo right now, the 2 biggest moneymakers are Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's really hard to get a Switch right now, but thankfully a lot of retailers have started putting stuff like in-store pickup only and order limits, and even the thing known as Prime Delivery. Because and you know what's really ironic? Scalpers are... they're terrible, but the thing is, they kept buying the great Nintendo Switches, because they think they could... they think they're in lower demand, but in reality, the red and blue Joy-Cons Switch actually has is actually in lower demand because scalpers keep playing by the same wall. They've been playing for like several years. Alright, and Nintendo is also launching something for $50. Given that you could get your hands on it, because unfortunately, at the time of pre-ordering in the rest of the world last month, North America did not get pre-orders. So, I pre-ordered the new Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch from the United Kingdom, which I guess got FTC approval, so I think I should have no problem importing it to the US. Because I've successfully imported like Nintendo games, Nintendo Switch games too. There's also this thing in Vietnam. They use motorcycles like really often. And every time we rode a motorcycle in Cold Steel 1, it reminds me of like the time I'm in Vietnam. You wake up in the morning to some farm animals, even though you're in a suburban area type city, as they call it, and you go, and in the hot morning, you just go to your local cafe during the on a motorcycle with other motorcycles competing for traffic, and after that, you drink coffee. Someone serves you coffee, and you can even eat stuff like pork. Now, to be fair, the pork served in Vietnam is actually better than the pork served in the US. It actually tastes better. As for the safety, I don't know, but my parents are from South Vietnam, so I've never been to like places like Hanoi or something. So I think the food I'm eating there is pretty safe. Except if you go to like the farms, because 8 years ago I went to Vietnam and I went to a farm. I got severe diarrhea and vomiting, which is too bad. But yeah, although in the U.S. motorcycles are seen more as a recreational activity, and in Japan motorcycles are motorcycles, it's depend on who, are used for stuff like deliveries or something. Because a lot of streets in Japan are really, small. And they don't even have names too. Or the majority of them. The notable exceptions are Kyoto and Sapporo, because Kyoto uses an ancient system that's been used in, the old days, while Sapporo was mostly had a lot of Western influence compared to other Japanese cities. I mean, during the planning stages, of course. And the dressing system in Japan is actually pretty hard to master too, because you have this thing called chome, which resides in like a area or a block or something. And you also have to put in the building number, or the lot number, and the building number. Sometimes even the apartment number. And when you're writing postcards to someone in Japan, like, you have to make sure it's correct. So, for example, I was in Vietnam last year, and I went to the post office in Ho Chi Minh City, the famous Saigon post office. And that post office, you can send mail to anywhere in the world, or postcards. So, for example, I sent over I sent a postcard to myself, to my Airbnb address in Japan, and I sent, and And after 2 days later, I left for Korea. Then then Vietnamese postal services have started sending the postcard to Japan. And about 2 days into my Japan trip, I received a postcard. Pretty funny, right? Oh, I keep getting emotional. That's understandable because I am way ahead of other people. Now, again, the distance units in Mario Kart 8 are in kilometers, but you can only view them in stats. There's no speedometer. Speedometer was a nice feature in like the older Mario Kart games, such as Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Double Dash. But it's a shame they removed it after Mario Kart Double Dash. However, there is a code for Mario Kart Wii that lets you show the speedometer. And Custom Track Grand Prix, or CTGP for Mario Kart Wii. Yes, toilet score just requires a, now this is baby car. This is actually one of the shortest courses in the game. Because there's 7 laps. And the music speeds up with each lap. This is the second lap. Oh, we gotta be careful with moves. It does get more confusing moves in first, or second, or third. Yeah. Now this is actually really enjoyable. Now, if you get hit by a red shell and then hit by a blue shell, if they're spaced close together enough, then you won't get affected by the big blast from the blue shell. So that's pretty, yeah, more laps to compensate for a shorter track. Yup. So, seems pretty interesting, honestly. Now, it's funny that Mario Kart had set the standard for kart racing games, and then other companies such as Naughty Dog and companies such as Naughty Dog and others have made their own kart racing games. Even Sega made their own kart racing game called Team Sonic Racing. I do have it on Nintendo Switch, however, I have not played it yet. And yes, I bought it digitally, so... If you really want to see my Nintendo Switch games collection, now there are 6 races because I... Okay, Mount Water. This is a pretty cool stage because this resembles a ski resort. And winter is coming as well. However, many states that have ski resorts have like stricter policies this year because of the coronavirus. Now, I heard you could easily, if this was Mario Galaxy, you could easily skate on this. Now, there's a YouTuber that knows how to put custom assets into run on Nintendo games, or even swap assets from like one Nintendo game to another. Like, for example, someone put a Mario Kart stage. Oh, was it Desert Hills or something? He put Desert Hills in Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Now, just to be sure, Twilight Princess has 2 different versions. A Wii version and a GameCube version. The GameCube version is basically a mirror mode of the Wii version. So, it's actually pretty cool, honestly. You could play both of them on your Nintendo Wii. I like the push Nintendo used for this, for that game, because, yeah, of course. Although I should start referring to it as a CCP virus. When you start calling it Wuhan something, which is the origin of the virus, then you're automatically labeled as a racist nowadays. That's just how it is with big tech companies. And I said that again. ironically. So, and there's also this one video where that YouTuber I mentioned earlier did put shifting sandwich in Mario Kart DS. You can even drive up the walls too. Perhaps his most memorable videos are the ones where he replaces the Wii Sports themes to Minecraft, and he even made a whole new course for golf as well, which is pretty fun because unfortunately his mods are not available for download, which is a shame. But again, you have to also avoid stuff from Nintendo as well. Nintendo's not too happy with mods either, even though the Wii is officially considered a classic console at this point. With the launch of the PS5. Ironically, this was the last stage I played on my June 23rd stream. Oh yes, I did get second place last time on this stage, but I'm just a little bit uncomfortable because now, the thing is, when Trails of Cold Steel 3 came out on the Switch in Japan, I have multiple tracking apps. I nicknamed it Trails of COVID because the lockdowns were imposed just a week earlier. Then there's Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is a pretty relaxing game. But, I haven't played it much lately due to other games. But I might have some good news for you. About a few days ago, Donald Trump has announced that Cypher has made a vaccine that's 90% effective. Which is actually really good news because after the announcement, stock markets went up and so did the value of the US dollar. I mean, last Friday, the US dollar was at like 102 yen. Some people call me a yen enthusiast because I always trade for Japanese yen to buy stuff from Japan. Even though I don't visit Japan, I don't visit Japan 3 times. I don't even have long-term residence for stuff like that. So, do you want to know the funny thing? So, my sister learned essay in middle school about my early life, and she said that I wasn't playing with others that much when I was 2 years old. Also, I was not very talkative back then, and not just that, but my grandparents used to have a house near a river. I somehow still remember it though. I don't know. So my position is first. I got a total of 90 points. Now, there is one Easter egg I want to show you. Wait, that's multiplayer. I don't have multiplayer set up right now. Okay, let's go to time trials. Now, to be serious, we're not doing a record or something, but we have to do a solo race. There's also 150 and 200cc time trials. 200cc is extremely fast, but okay, so the Xbox Series X has some storage controversy too, because they have a proprietary expansion module. However, again, now the Xbox fanboys keep telling how pro-consumer Microsoft is, and even though they falsely claim that you could play the entire Xbox library from previous generations. That's just simply not true because, first of all, Microsoft has to add trophy support. Second of all, Microsoft also wants to make improvements. Alright, listen carefully. Right? Does this sound familiar? Okay, now, I'm going to play the actual, what is it? Okay, so... There we go. Did you hear that? It's a nice Easter egg. Now let's just see all the games I own on a Switch. Of course. We have Taiko no Tatsujin, which is a popular rhythm game in Japan. Now they also sell those drums, but you can play with the controller as well. They even encourage you to check your computers, your TV's lag or something. 1-2 Switch, not memorable. Animal Crossing New Horizons, not memorable. This, I forgot about it. Asphalt 9, forgot. I forgot about a ton of demos. Now, Planet I did buy in Japan last year. Since the launch date did coincide with my trip. Colors Zen, which is nice. Never played this one. Dragon Ball Fighters. There's also the demo for... Was this a demo version? Yeah, it's a white version. Dragon Quest Builders 2. I have Dragon Quest 11. We have some Side Trails game. Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 10 HD Remaster. And some other games too. We also have Horizon Chase Turbo. I unsubscribed from Hulu because they decided to team up with Disney Plus and stuff. ESPN, which is the axis of evil when it comes to streaming services. Hyrule Warriors, have not played it yet. I'm Setsuna, Jewel Fever, it's like Bejeweled. And there's also Kill la Kill, which... I mean, I do have a friend who's really obsessed with it, or an acquaintance, actually. Kirby Star Allies, Mario Kart, which I was just playing. Mario Tennis Aces. It was the first Mario game, or first Nintendo Switch game. Or basically first game outside of the US that I bought. Mega Man 11, Minecraft, old Minecraft, Mini Metro, Mini Trains, Moving Out. There's also Mr. Drill Land. Originally released for the GameCube in 2002, only in Japan. This is actually a pretty nice game. There's also Namco Museum, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, and Nintendo Entertainment System, Switch Online stuff. You have Phoenix, right? And Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Now, Nintendo wants me to play the demo of the game, but I haven't got around to it. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokken Tournament DX, Puyo Puyo Tetris. A sequel is coming next month. Lego Choku, which is a Japanese music store. Refunct, which is a nice game that only costs $5. Let's just say Rampage DX. It's like a GTA game, the old GTA games, but has tons of 80s pop culture humor and gaming humor. Rocket League, Sonic the Hedgehog, Space Harrier. Oh, I love that game. Some Cargo Reflections. This is actually a heavy fan service game, but unfortunately Sony will not let you play it on their platforms. Snipper Clips, I didn't really enjoy it. Splatoon 2, didn't really play. Stardew Valley. This is a visual novel. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Super Mario Bros. 35, which is only playable until March 31st of next year. Super Mario Maker 2, which I actually need to make a world in. Mario Odyssey. Now, people keep saying, which is better, Mario Odyssey or Mario Galaxy? But for me, I think Mario Galaxy has a more memorable story. Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Smash Ultimate, Switch and Shoot. There are also two Sword Art Online games, which are Fatal Bullet and Hollow Realization. Now, earlier this year, my friend did a Fatal Bullet cosplay. It was really nice. It was amazing. This is the Nintendo Switch version, the full version. Team Sonic Racing, Tetris 99, The First Tree. The Legend of Dark Witch, Cold Steel 3, Breath of the Wild, Tokyo School Life. I haven't played this yet. I haven't played this game either. And there's Unreal, Untitled Goose Game, which is pretty fun. Yeah. Valkyrie Chronicles 4, Villas, Warframe, YouTube, Yeesay. There's Karaoke Joy Sound. This is basically a karaoke app for your Switch. And I'm not sure what this game is. This is a Chrono Super game. Super Famicom, Boxy Racers. Now this game eventually came to the US. This is actually the first game I bought digitally on the Switch. So here's Famicom games, Fantasy Star Online 2, and Puyo Tetris S, which is, again, Puyo Tetris came out originally on PS3, PS Vita, Wii U, and 3DS in Japan. But this is known as S because it should be a improved version. Platinum train, so you could use like it's basically a point-and-click game where you get like trains from one part in Japan to another part. Persona 5 Scramble. Now this game has not come out in the West yet. Also, the Switch version would be the definitive version if you were planning to buy it in the West if it comes out. That's Hatsune Miku Project Diva Mega Mix. Yes, I have a friend that loves Hatsune Miku, and this one I forgot what this was. And you have the Japanese Cold Steel 3. So basically, I have a diverse Switch library. Now, you want to check the storage? I only have 34 gigs free on my SD card, and 10 gigs free on my Switch. So, all I have to say is, next-gen consoles, you shouldn't buy them right away. Because, well, for the Nintendo Switch, there is a... I think people bought it first because it was different. People like the concept. However, for PS5 and Xbox Series X, it's just yet another console launch. So, in the end, make sure you stay warm because it's starting to get colder. And I'll see you next week. Next week, we're going to be covering the Super Famicom. Potentially on